There he is. Oh, good one. Oh, no! I don't get it. I can't hook the big ones. I gotta set the hook harder. I don't know why I can't just lean into them. Lost another good one. That was probably 3-pounder. They're here. It's just, I don't know what's going on with his rod. I guess, I don't know. I reeled into him and I leaned on him, but I didn't jack him. My drag is pretty tight. I'll loosen it, see if that helps. I wouldn't think that would help. I think that line, when they bite it, it gets wrapped around the hook and it's not pulling clean. And then I'm setting it there and they're going over there, so maybe that's it. I just need to reel down to them and not set it, because maybe I'm setting it too early and they're just spitting it. Finally. There we go, Steve. Ain't that big. Take him though. I'll take him though. Yeah, he was going, dude. He was going, weren't you? Tell you one thing, it's freaking hot. It's hot, dude. It's hot. We got no wind. So I'm about 10 feet throwing towards the thickest grass. There you go, boy. Good for you, you old. Got him. I'm an idiot. I lowered the drag. He was wrapped around that grass. Lowered the drag, couldn't boat flip him because the drag was too loose. And then he got off. He wasn't even hooked good. Jeez. He's probably 2.5. That's what happens when you play with your fish, man. Damn. That was weird. Every time I'd move it, it'd go slack. Move it, go slack. And then when I set the hook, it was like... That came on the little finesse worm. There he is. Oh my god. Dude, what is your problem? Catching the smallest fish I've ever seen. I could put that in the fish tank. There he is. There we go. He's not as big as the last one. The other one's about a half a pound bigger. Yeah, that other one's probably 3 pounds. I got that little finesse worm on now. Not very fat though. Just a zoom finesse worm on this 2/0 hook. So tighten the drag up. That might have been what helped, but also, I mean, I set the hook on him pretty quick, so I wasn't like having to pull it through grass to get the fish. He was right at the end of the line. So that's probably, those bigger ones, they're hitting it and they're just going. They're hitting it really soft too. Grass. There he is. Stay hooked. There we go. Stay down. Ain't that big, but he's probably the biggest one I've got on the boat today. Not the biggest one I've hooked. It's been tough, but that drop shot is the only thing getting them. Why is his tail bleeding? That's weird. Interesting. He's got blood on his tail. Fresh blood. See that? There's blood right there. That's crazy. Oh, I appreciate that, boy. Drop shot, finesse worm, June bug. I moved over here, deep grass and 10 feet, right where it started. There he is. Oh, it's a good one. Oh! Oh, it's a good one. Stay hooked, stay hooked. Stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down. Oh gosh, stay down, stay down. Ooh. Oh, come on, dude. Come on, dude. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Look at that, guys. Who said you can't catch donkeys on a drop shot in Central Florida when it's hot, no wind? Pull out that drop shot and do work. Oh, perfect hook set, roof of the mouth. That's the best hook set I've had all day. Thank God, I needed it. 2/0 Gamakatsu. Oh, look at that, guys. He about whooped my butt. Beautiful fish. Golly. Short, fat. Take him. Say 4. Let's mark this spot. Good Lord, there's a lot of bait over here now. I see a school of fish. I probably need to lower that drag a little bit. 4-pounder on the dot. Put him in here for a minute. All right, guys, I am out. It is super hot. I'm about to have a heat stroke. I'm getting out. But that was an awesome day. Drop shotting on a lake I've never drop shotted on. I couldn't get them to bite anything else. I mean, it's super hot. They're not hitting anything. You may get a good one here and there, but what made me fish it was I'd pull up on a spot, you'd catch one on a Texas rig worm, and then you wouldn't catch anything else. But you'd see fish, then you move to another spot, and you might catch one, and then nothing else. So I said, let's throw the drop shot. They're slow, they're sluggish, they're focused on bait. Bait is high, bait is around, they're suspended. So pulled that out, started catching them immediately. Two key baits on the drop shot were regular trick worm and the finesse worm. It's like 4.5, 5 inches, not the mags. And basically 3 colors, I'd say. June bug. There's the other one, I think it's called, what is it called? Sour grape. It's like watermelon and then June bug on top. And red bug. I lost several big ones. I set it on them. They were hitting it really light, and the bigger ones were moving. So by the time you set it, they were off there, and it just would pull out. So it didn't seem like they were hitting the full-size trick worm as good. So I went to that finesse worm, and I started buttoning them up. And then got that 4-pounder. That was a fight. But here's my setup. Very economical spinning rod spinning setup. This is a 7-foot medium heavy Bass Pro Shop Bionic blade. I actually like their little system here, the power hump on the spinning rods. This rod is really a little stiffer than I'd like, but like I said, you can get them on sale. They're fairly cheap. And then this is a Lew's 300 series. It's a JC 300, the Jason Christie series. It's very economical as well. I want to say 40 to 50 bucks. I think I paid close to 50 with shipping on eBay. I think I got this brand new. eBay or Amazon, but I want to say I got it on eBay. The one thing I liked about this reel, it's not super duper smooth. My throttle, my quantum throttle, which was cheaper, seems to be a little bit smoother, but the drag is really good. You can tighten it up. Most of the lower end spinning reels, I mean, you can tighten the drag all the way up and they're still not tight enough. Not in Florida, not with 5-pounders, not in grass. This one you can tighten it up really good, and it's a 6:2 to 1 gear ratio, so it's a higher speed spinning reel. So you're looking at, I mean, the Bass Pro Bionic blades, I can't remember what I paid for it, but they're probably around 50 bucks and then another 50, so $100 reel, rod and reel combo, and it works great. I use it for drop shot mainly. You could also use it for wacky rigging, Syncos, and really any spinning gear, application. But I've got 15-pound braid. I use a yellow braid connected to a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader. And I showed you guys earlier how I do it. I've got a 2-aught Gamakatsu hook. I just do a polymer knot on it, and then leave that tag in. I put a swivel on the back. I put the barrel or a worm weight, bullet weight on, and then I put a swivel on. And then I started, because anytime you have a loose sinker in grass, it just gets funky and it snags up on the grass and it moves around and it doesn't get. So I just started toothpicking that to keep that solid. But yeah, obviously you can dry drop shot weights. I don't use it a ton. So I haven't invested a ton in the application, but that's what I use. I have everything. I have these swivels for Carolina rig, and then obviously I have tons of worm weights. So I put that on. I usually have about a 15 to 18 inch leader, and that's my setup. Very simple. Everything you got already in your tackle box, and that was it. So awesome day, drop shotting. Guys, if you're out there and you can't get in bites and you're seeing fish on your electronics around grass and inside grass, I was throwing this in grass and pulling it out. I wasn't fishing it a ton outside the grass. Mostly it was inside the grass. And the key thing with this that I still liked, you still got that reaction because your your bottom weight would still hang up and you pull it and it would pop through. And when it would hit back down, that's usually when you got your bite. So it's not so super finesse that you're not getting any reaction strikes on it. So So that was good because I tried that, tried a Nico rig, and it was just so, I mean, I was surprised it didn't get bogged in the grass. I had a screw lock weight in it, but it didn't. So still being able to get that little pop and reaction, I think helped. I was reeling it sometimes. I reeled it over the grass, and I got some bites, but most of the time it was just a drag, pull it out of the grass, and then let it settle and just sit there. I wasn't doing a lot of working at all. I would have. I tried it to see if they would hit it better like that, and they didn't. So it was just pull it and then let it sit. And usually it was either on just letting it sit, they would hit it, or once you pulled it and popped it out of the grass and it settled, that's when they would hit it. So thanks for watching. It's hot out here in Florida, guys, and I'm sure it's hot in most areas where you guys are at too, but if the bite gets tough, pull up that drop shot and give it a try. Till next time, keep them rod tips bent. Your boy B-Maz is out. I almost forgot. Let's let this fish go. 4 pound on the dot. Beautiful fish. Let's go get him. Nice fish, guys. Beautiful on the drop shot. So it does catch big ones too. And it was a fight.